Hi students, I welcome to all of you to this session of fluid machinery. Dear students, this is Dheeraj Mondal, Assistant Professor JS College of Engineering. Today I am going to discuss about the Francis turbine. You know what is Francis turbine? The Francis turbine basically it is one kind of inward radial flow reaction turbine where the water is flowing that water that means it is the discharge is that means the inward radial flow reaction turbine having radial discharge as outlet is known as Francis turbine. Okay, that means if it is your a reaction turbine, then the inward radial flow, inward means when the water is flowing outward to inward, then it will be called inward radial flow reaction turbine. If the inward radial flow reaction turbine having radial discharge at outlet means the at the outlet it is moving the discharge, that water is flowing in the radially means through the towards the center. That means at that time what happened, if this is your wheel, this is your vein, now it is entering like this V1 and this is your VR2, this one is your V2. So remember this is your center, so this angle will be 90 degree, beta is equal to 90 degree. So at that time VW2 is equal to 0. So basically what I want to say that radial discharge at outlet, Francis turbine means the inward radial flow reaction turbine where the turbine is having radial discharge at outlet is known as Francis turbine. You know the name J.B. Francis. And the Francis, why it is named Francis turbine? Because after the name of a American engineer named J.B. Francis, this name was given Francis turbine. Clear? Now, in case of Francis turbine, I have told you that water is flowing like this, but at the outlet it is radially discharging. Okay. But in the modern Francis turbine, what happened? The water is entering radially, but at the outlet it is axial. The direction is your axial. Okay. So basically, the turbine radial direction at outlet and leaves in the axial direction at inlet. Okay. Then it will be called mixed or modern Francis turbine. You can see in modern Francis turbine the water enters the turbine of the runner of the turbine in the radial direction, entering in the radial direction at outlet and leaves in the axial direction at the inlet. Okay, thus the modern reaction Francis turbine is a mixed flow type turbine. Now already I have told that VW2 will be 0 because beta is equal to 90 degree. As I discussed earlier, when beta is equal to 90 degrees and VW2 will be 0 because this is your U2 and this is your V2 and this beta, that means if this beta it is 90 degree, then this part will be collapsed in the, that means VF2 is equal to V2 at that time. And the hydraulic efficiency is as VW2 is 0, then this is your hydraulic efficiency VW1 U1 by GIs. So remember this is for inward radial flow reaction turbine, that is your Francis turbine, where the radial water is flowing radially, the discharge is radial at the outlet, and the work done per second 1 by G VW1 U1. So these are the consideration which you need to know. Power is rho Q rho Q VW1 U1. Now you have to know that the ratio of the width of the wheel to the diameter of the wheel is given N is equal to B1 by D1. So sometime it may ask that and that means it will be given the ratio of width of the wheel to the diameter of the wheel. Okay. Now next is your flow ratio. Flow ratio is the velocity of flow, that is your vertical velocity component Vf1 by root over 2gh. Okay, and it is varying from 0.15 to 0.3, and this ratio is varying from 0.1 to 0.4. Speed ratio is given u1 by root over 2gh. It is varying from 0.6 to 0.9. So you don't have to remember this one. You just remember that speed ratio u1 by root over 2gh and velocity of flow ratio is your vf1 by root over 2gh. Now let us discuss a numerical, because that was the theory. Now you have to calculate the numerical. That will become in your exam. So Francis turbine with an overall efficiency 0.75%, overall efficiency given, produce shaft work. So produce 148.25 kilowatt power, means shaft power is given. It is producing 148.25 kilowatt power. It is working under a head of 7.62 meter. Okay, it is working under a head of 7.62 meter. So head is given. Now the peripheral velocity is 0.26 into root over 2gh. So peripheral velocity means your u1 or ut. Okay, so peripheral velocity is 0.26 into root over 2gh. Clear? As head is given, you can find out the peripheral velocity. Okay, and the radial velocity of the flow at inlet is 0.96 into root over 2gh. Mane a radial velocity of the flow মানে হচ্ছে vf1. Clear? So vf1 is the radial velocity of the flow at inlet. Okay, so I think it is clear. So vf1 is equal to 0.96 root over 2gh, and so ultimately this is your speed ratio, this is your flow ratio. Clear? So ultimately you can find out this one. The wheel runs at 150 rpm. 150 rpm the speed is given, and the hydraulic losses in the turbine is 22%. So how much loss we have got? Hydraulic loss is 22% of the available energy. That means whatever the energy available at the at the inlet of the turbine, that is, and based on that 22% is lost. Assuming the radial discharge. So it is your radial discharge means Francis turbine. Determine the guide blade angle means alpha, the wheel vane angle at inlet mane theta, diameter of the wheel d, and width of the wheel at inlet b1. So diameter of the d1 is, you have to find out. So you know that n is given, and radial discharge, when the radial discharge is given, blindly write down vw1 is equal to 0 and beta is equal to 90 degree. And if vw1 is equal to 0, then vf2 is equal to v2. That you can write blindly. And hydraulic efficiency, the hydraulic efficiency is equal to what? Runner power by water power, we know. But if the total head is given and loss is given, that means head minus hf loss by head at inlet. So head is given 7.62 minus 0.270 available energy. Hydraulic losses 22% of the, oh I'm sorry. So say this head is given and hydraulic efficiency, hydraulic losses is given. So you know that this equation, hydraulic efficiency is equal to total head at inlet minus hydraulic loss by head at inlet. Now total head is your H, and the hydraulic losses is your 22%. So 22% means 0.22 into H. So ultimately 78.78 is equal to your hydraulic efficiency. Clear? Now hydraulic efficiency, another formula we know, that vw1 u1 by gh. Now put the value of H, put the value of G, put the value of hydraulic efficiency, and u1 also given. Already I have got u1 is equal to 0.26 into root over 2gh. Okay, so put the value of all this, you will be getting vw1. Why I am going to find out vw1? Because alpha, you need to know the alpha, and this, to know the alpha you need to know vw1, you need to know vf1. Clear? So alpha is equal to what? Vf1 by vw1. So VF1 already I know, and VW1 there you can find out. So 0.62, so alpha is equal to 32 degree. Okay, 32.6 degree. Clear? Next, tan theta. Tan theta is equal to what? This is your tan theta. Tan theta is equal to VF1 by VW1 minus E1. Simply put the value, you will be getting the answer 37.74 degree, because VF1 you know, VW1 you know, E1 you know. Clear? Next, you have to find out the diameter na. So diameter formula you know, U is equal to pi d1 n by 60. So pi d1 n by 60, here u1 you know, d1 you have to find out, n you know, and 60. So ultimately d1 is equal to 0.4047 meter. Next width, that is your b1 you have to find out. Now here is the concept. To find out b1, you need to know the discharge. You know the discharge is equal to pi into d1 into b1 into vf1. Now vf1 you know, discharge you don't know, and one more thing, d1 you know, b1 you have to find out. So first of all, to know the b1, you need to find out the discharge, and we know that formula of discharge, and that means the given data and the discharge formula, relation between given data and discharge is what? You know that overall efficiency is given. The overall efficiency is equal to shaft power by water power, and shaft power is what? Already it is given 148.25, and water power is equal to, we can write rho g, again I am writing here, overall efficiency is equal to shaft power by water power. Now shaft power is given. Now water power is equal to what? We can write rho g q h by 1000. It has in terms of kilowatt will be getting. Now rho you know, g you know, h you know, what, and q you have to find out. Clear? So from this equation you can see here, basically the water power is equal to rho g q h by 1000. Here q you have to find out. So overall efficiency is given. Overall efficiency is equal to something. Okay, so this is your efficiency. That the only unknown is your discharge here, because this overall efficiency also given. So overall efficiency, the discharge is your 2.644 meter cube per second, because overall efficiency it is given, because in the diagram you can see here the overall efficiency. Where is the overall efficiency? Not given. Overall efficiency 75%, so it is given na. Okay, now if it is given, then you can easily find out the discharge, and discharge, as you have got discharge, you can find out the b1, because discharge is equal to pi d1 b1 into vf1. So put all the value, you will be getting b1 0.177 meter. So I hope this problem is clear. Now this 24 is your homework. Not only 24, all these 3 problem and the theory, all these, it is your homework. Thank you, and don't forget to write done in the comment section after viewing this video, and it will be available in my YouTube channel DM Study Center. And if you want to get the notification, subscribe my channel. Otherwise don't subscribe if you don't want to get my notification. Okay, thank you for listening. Jai Hind.